If you're tired of hiring setters that never end up hitting KPIs, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to break down the exact steps that our 7 and 8 figure clients use to bring in talent and to ramp them up to KPIs without having the constant churn rate of setters going in and out the door. I'm Usman Kayani. I'm the founder of Guided Growth, and I'm a sales consultant with over a decade of experience helping businesses optimize their sales process. I've built and led teams that have driven millions in revenue with companies like Virgin Active, where we grew to over 48 million revenue with a sales force of over 400, and my mission is to empower CEOs and business owners to build high-performing sales teams. Most companies are getting it wrong. They hire appointment setters and bog them down with admin tasks. But what if I told you the key to success is all about optimization and simplicity? No fancy tools, no complicated scripts. In this video, I'm going to teach you the exact formula that you need to hire setters and what you need to watch out for so you can make sure that you give them the success and the best start they need so they can close all the leads that you've been working so hard to generate. The appointment setter's job, what is it? It's very clear. What are they supposed to focus on? What is the primary focus? It is, well, they're supposed to be calling leads. They're supposed to be calling the leads that come to the CRM. And that's pretty much it. They're not supposed to be getting distracted with admin, with speaking to all these other things. Either they're getting training, they're in meetings. That's 10% of the time. And the other 90% of the time, they're either on the phones or in the messages. And we're going to really focus on the guys that are on the phones, tackling those leads that come through the CRM. Let's say that you have your CRM optimized and you know what you're doing on that part of the CRM. If you don't, there's going to be another missing piece there. You'll be able to get some wins from this video for your appointment setter. But if you don't have the system side optimized, you've now handed a system to a setter that doesn't work. And now remember, good systems will make bad employees amazing, because the systems that are good can make someone who's not as skilled, give them a great system, they can win. But if you have a great employee and you have a bad system, the system will fail the employee and the employee will actually end up leaving. The appointment setter will end up leaving and you'll blame them, because the types of entrepreneurs and the types of business owners that never grow their business aren't truly accountable. And the accountable CEOs that we work with, because we are very specific on the type of businesses that we would take on, those CEOs are accountable and they want to learn and they want to be winners. They want to make a lot of money. They want to, they're 100K a month. They're like, you know what? I want $1 million a month. They are hungry to make and create change on a mass level. And to do that, you've got to be the type of leader that others need. So you know the primary focus for an appointment setter is for them to be calling leads, and they should be getting at least 10% of those leads that come through into appointments. And if you're not getting that, there's probably an issue with your lead quality. There's probably an issue with your system. There's probably an issue with your appointment setters because you've not optimized them. Now, if you're an ad expert and you know about ads and you're like, hey, my leads are good, or if you have a good organic audience and you're telling me my leads are actually decent, these are the right people, it matches our ICP, it matches our avatar, but then you're not getting them into appointments, something's broken because the marketing's done. And now in the sales process, something's messing up. So hopefully you can get that win here today, and it can save you thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars, and you can get that win for free today in this video. The core responsibilities for a setter are not to run errands, not to do admin tasks. It's to call the leads. They should be banging the phones all the time. They should be dialing all the time. You should be putting in systems like a power dialer in place for them so they can do nothing but dial. If they are working like an 8-hour shift, we know we're human. 2 hours of that is going to be going for a place, drinking coffees, going for lunch, taking a little break, taking a phone call. So 2 hours is already gone at that 8-hour shift. Now there's 6 hours left, and you're probably going to be highly productive for about 4 hours. An amateur CEO will think, why, I'm paying them for 8 hours, or they're on shift for 8 hours, they should be working 8 hours. But it doesn't work that way. Especially to the business owners, like if you've never really had a job just before and you've just opened your own first business, you don't really know how, when you work as an employee, you're not productive for 8 hours. And we can even look at geographically, within Germany, we find they're highly productive for their hours of work. In Japan, they work even more hours and even more productivity. Or you can go to countries that are incredibly not productive at all for that time they're at work. And UK is actually one of them. The US is not as productive as you guys would think. We want to be looking at productivity and efficiency. And this is why great leaders are so important, because they can drive the efficiency of the sales team. The common pitfalls that I just want you to avoid are thinking about what are they doing with their time. Most CEOs give them admin tasks. I've looked at CEOs' calendars before, and they've had calendars blocked out. Oh, what are you doing at this time? Oh, well, someone asked me to just call this person, doing admin type of tasks, Canva tasks. Their job is to make you money. Their job is to call you leads. So if you're giving them impressions that other tasks are more important, then you're not going to be making the sales, and your customer acquisition cost is going to be going through the roof, and your appointments aren't going to be getting booked. If you're closing the deals, or you have a bunch of closers, they're not going to be getting the appointments that they need, so they're going to be wasting their time as well. When should I be hiring an appointment setter? You should be hiring an appointment setter when you've got at least 20 to 30 leads coming in per day. If you've got less than 20 leads, you know what will happen? You'll hire an appointment setter and not have enough opportunity for them to make money. They'll fail, they'll get pissed off that they're not making enough money, and they'll end up leaving. And then you'll blame them that they left. But the issue was that you didn't have enough leads coming in the first place. If you're not running traffic, or if you don't have a good organic following and you don't have leads coming in, you need to fix that first. So with all of our clients, if they have a lead issue, we'll just tell them, hey, we can't work with you. Commonly, people want to work with us. We have an amazing reputation within the sales, especially within the UK. I would say I'm categorically the best at sales within the UK space, and I want to be the one in the world. So for us to get to that level, we have to deny the people that aren't going to get us amazing results. So if we have someone who inquires and they don't have enough lead flow, we'll tell them, hey, you don't have the lead flow right now, come back in 3 months. And we'll set a call back with them in 3 months, because we still want to work with them in the future, but it's not the right time for them right now. You now need to fix the marketing. But if you have the marketing done, if you have your ads are converting, the leads are coming in, now we can standardize the lead process, because we know you can hire talent. Great news. You're a funnel expert at the marketing. But when it comes to sales, you should be now putting in someone in the middle of that funnel to drive people who have come into your system to the bottom of the funnel to buy. That's where they sit. They sit in the middle of the funnel, the appointment setters. This is why there's a bit of controversy, because appointment setters can also be seen as a part of a marketing team. I've worked with some large businesses that could be over 10 million in revenue, and these businesses actually categorize their setters into their marketing department because they see it as a marketing function. I see it as a sales function, because I truly believe the synchronicity that you can get with a setter and a sales closer should be under one department. Sufficient lead volume that you need is 30 leads per day. I'm going to give you some maths here, quick maths. So if you're getting 30 leads a day, and in a month, your setter's working full time, so 22 days a month. 10% of those leads, so if you've got 30 times 22, which is about 660 leads in a month, they're going to be aiming to book those in the appointments. So that's 66 appointments. Out of those 66 appointments, you're going to try to get 20% of them over the line. Remember, there's going to be some show ratio issues. There's going to be some issues that you need to fix, but I want at least 20% of those over the line. And if each of those deals are worth $4,000, you've now made the setter around just over $1,500. And this is the system what most CEOs are doing. They think of commission-based setters, and they're creating them a $1,500 opportunity. If you're creating someone a $1,500 opportunity, they're going to treat you with that amount of loyalty, that amount of work. That's what you're providing them. And this is why we add a base in for them. Most people making this mistake where they hire an appointment setter, they give them no base and a commission of 3 to 5%, but they don't think about how much money they can make that setter. You need to be making that setter 3 to 5K. And the reason why I add a base in for this in this scenario is because you need to make sure you're making them at least 3K. If you are in an opportunity where you're selling 30K products, 50K products, we have a client that's selling 100K marketing funnel products. If you have that, then you can create the setter to make an incredible amount of money. You don't need to put a base in, because you know that you've got their loyalty, because you've created a good enough opportunity. Think about making them between 3 and 5K. If you can make them more, if your setter is making between 6, 7, 8, 9K, they probably need to be a closer. They're probably going to be developing to be a closer. But if a setter is making 3 to 5K, and that's a great sweet spot for someone who's got into sales as a setter and doing a great job on getting you on as many appointments as possible every single day, then this person should be paid adequately. Next up, how do I hire an appointment setter? Well, you need an internal hiring process, which I'm going to show you our entire hiring process, what we have on the next slide. I'll have a screenshot of for it, and it'll show you how you can actually build out a system. We actually have a framework and a system that we actually have it done for you. So we actually give the templates of the entire hiring process, all the KPIs and everything done for you. And we will take you through that process so you actually hire the best talent. We also do have a pool of talent that we can pick from. But if we just give you the setup, we've not trained the CEO to actually learn how to bring talent. And we've made them reliant on us. And my mission is to really free people up from agencies, because the agencies are what hurt businesses. They don't teach people, and they don't teach the CEOs how to become the right leaders. And my core mission is to give the leadership skills to the CEOs that need to build a sales team. The compensation structure, you might add a base, you might not add a base, depending on how much money, like you mentioned on the previous slide. But consider the total cost. When you hire someone, it's going to take you time to onboard them. You should be doing a company onboarding. You should be doing a role-specific onboarding. And if you've got a sales manager, yes, you can delegate to them, but they need to know what to do. They need to know what good looks like. Most CEOs that I'm speaking to at the moment, yeah, I've got a sales manager. And I speak to the sales manager, how much coaching and developing are you doing with a team? I do a team meeting. Probably 60, 70% of your time is coaching and developing. And then 10% of your time is still taking calls, because I still want them to lead from the front and have a small target of 10%. And then 20% of the time is data reporting. So their role is incredibly focused on people. And our hiring flow that we give is our ClickUp template, and we actually give you all the forms as well, all the application forms, so you know how to advertise for that role. And all you have all the applications that come through. Just come through this board, and you can slide them through the different stages of interview 1, interview 2, hiring, wait list, or not hired, not good enough. And you can move them towards that board, and then the automations could be built off the back of it. If you don't have a system built on hiring, that means you actually have a bottleneck in your business, because when it comes to getting new talent, if you increase your ad spend, you now need new setters, but there's no system, there's no warm bench of setters there. You're now going to hit another roadblock, because now you need to find appointment setters. Most guys that we speak to are great at running ads. They've managed to figure that out, but then they drop the ball on operations. One person can run all the leads. One person can get you all the leads. One great media buyer or one funnel builder. You don't need a lot of people in marketing. It could be 1 to 3 people to generate all these leads. But to handle all those leads, you need a team. And to manage a team, you need operational skills, people skills, management skills, leadership skills. And to do that, you need to find the right talent, and you need to train your skills so you can lead those people. What are the performance indicators? These aren't exactly the performance indicators. That'll be another video, but these are some of the things that you should be looking out for. Lead to book ratio, total new leads, set a book call, set a new cash, and time to contact. One key metric is time to contact. We want to see how fast we can dial that contact when they come in. The set a new cash is how much the cash is bought in from the setters. Set a book call, how many calls did they book, total book calls. New leads, how many leads were they assigned that day, 20 to 30 ideally. And then lead to book ratio, what is their ratio from the total leads that have been assigned to the total leads that have been booked. And then we want to check quantitative and qualitative results, because we want to check on the quality side, have they got the right appointments being booked through? Are they showing up? Are they getting closed? Are they being presented an offer? I'll give you a scenario. We had an appointment setter for one of our businesses, and he's booking 5 to 6 appointments per week. He's doing okay, but then the offer rate was incredibly low. It was like 20% offer rate. So then we looked at the conversations. He's not truly finding out the pain point. He's not digging in deep enough to those conversations. So for us to truly find out if someone is doing a good job, we need to be measured quantitative and qualitative. What's the offer rate off the back of their calls? What's the close rate? What's the show up rate? And then we find out, oh, the offer rate's a bit low. Let's listen to the conversations. Something's missing in the conversation. So we check it for quality. Or the show up rate is low. It turns out when we listen to the call, at the end of the call, he's not confirming the call. He's not asking them to check their calendar to confirm the appointment link is there, to accept the link on the call. And then a reminder is not being sent by the closer on the day. So all these things aren't being put in place, and that's why we can view, when we record those stats, what is the missing bottleneck. Getting set up with appointment setters is really simple. You need to streamline their workflow. So you need to make sure they have a clear workflow, so they are like an athlete. When they come into work, their job is to just train for that one thing, not to be doing all these random tasks that aren't important, which I mentioned at the start of the video. Their key areas are optimized. So they have 4 key areas that need to be optimized. So they need to know who to contact, how to contact them, what to say, and how to book the appointments. If you have those two things, they will know what to do. And then you will give them the lists in your CRM to handle that data. Again, who to contact, how to contact them, what to say, and how to book the appointment. If you teach a set of those things in detail with clear SOPs, guides, video trainings, or you have someone like our business who trains all your setters for you, completely done for you. And if you're interested in that, see the link below. You can actually book a call with us and we actually talk you through how we can help your business if you have this bottleneck right now. Because if you do have an issue with your setters, this will be something that we can definitely help you with, as long as you have the leads. Simply and focus. Do not make it complicated. Simplify and focus. Do not make it complicated. Do not try to get it all figured out in day one. It will happen over time. If you just figure out one thing at a time and you know exactly what good looks like and you optimize for the lead to book ratio, you will find that you will start to book more and more appointments, close more and more cash, grow your business, and hit that key number of $1 million a month, which everyone is super ambitious into hitting. The daily workflow and appointment setter is to clear the inbox. Now, inbox isn't for every setter. We do have DM setters as well, but I always put on there, make sure the notes are done and their inbox is clear, which could be internal and external. They're working off the smart list. So the first smart list is going to be fresh data that's coming that day, or the 7-day-old data, or the 30-day data, if that's not that list. So you have priorities of lists that need to be called as they are working. So if they've called everyone that's coming in the last week, then call the older data, then call the old leads that didn't close, see if you can win someone back. But they have those lists in place so they can be dialing. Most systems fail their setters because the setters don't know what to do next, because the sales manager or the founder or the CEO has not told them what to do next. And claim those appointments. If you've made a sale and it's yours, claim it, put it on the system so you can get paid that commission. So you can put that into the commission tracker for your setters. Final thoughts on appointment setters before we wrap up today. I wanted to get this video really concise within 20 minutes because it is a big topic, getting the appointment setters done. But we are adding more guides to our Guided Growth community, which is a free community. You can see the link below and you can join that community. But if you focus on the core tasks and you ensure appointment setters are just spending 90% of the time calling and getting in touch with leads, you're going to find that they're going to be far more successful. Scale gradually. As your ads go up, as you move the ad spend up, you can predict and hire ahead. And you can think, right, I'm going to be moving my ads up. My setter's already maxed out on how much he's doing. I'm going to hire a setter and then move up my ad spend. Not the other way around like most marketers do. They move up their ad spend, cause chaos, and then their customer acquisition cost goes up because there's no setter there. You hire the talent first, then increase the ad spend, and then fill that setter up. The best flow is actually hiring the setter, giving them onboarding. Whilst you're giving them onboarding and training, you're moving the ad spend up. And if you're moving the ad spend up, give you a top tip here. If you move the ad spend up for the next month, move it up on the 20th of the previous month, because it gives you 10 days to ramp up. As you move up the ad spend by let's say 20%, by the next month, you've now got an appointment setter dialed in and the new leads are coming in and the workflow is it just flows really well because you moved up the ad spend with enough notice to bring in a setter. Prioritize the high value leads so you know the leads that are coming in from your, let's say, maybe your VSL video that didn't book, those might be high priority leads. The leads that are coming through on a specific campaign that you know is your high priority, put them in a list and give them to your setters first and tell them that morning in the morning meeting, I want you to focus on this list today so they know where they can make their money so you can make yours. This has been a guide on hiring appointment setters. If these videos are valuable to you, click the link below and access some more of our free course material in our Guided Growth community. Comment below, tell us what more videos you want to see. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, click on the left-hand side. And I recently made a video on how to hold your team accountable. So if you want to know how to hold your team accountable for your sales team, click on the right-hand side and I'll show you that. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.